This is Matt for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Delighted as always to be joined by Dave Coldwell. Dave, first off, we'll get the pleasantries out of the way. How's things? How are you? All good?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Really good. I had a good day at Wembley with my little boy yesterday, and got to slip the good win that we had in. So yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, you know what? I can't even say good luck or congrats, but yeah, congrats on that. I know it's been a while for
Don't
you.
need your luck, mate. Won it already.
I know, I mean, yesterday, I know I messaged you and I thought, I can't even really wish him good luck because it'd be fake. But yeah, congrats on yesterday. I know it was a good day for you boys down there.
Yeah.
Look, let's just go straight into it. Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. First off, what a spectacle. I've not seen that was one hell of a build-up for an 8-round fight. We had Mike Tyson, Devin Haney, Tyson Fury, Wilder. All the stars came out. I think Kevin Hart were there, Ronaldo. And then we saw the fight itself unfold, and Tommy got announced the winner. Can you just give us your initial thoughts on what you saw?
Well, I didn't see it live because I was on my way back from Wembley watching Man United win cup, obviously. But I've caught up on it today. It's on YouTube today, so I've watched it today. Do you know what? I don't mind it. Do you know it's two novices, and so what I saw was, when you go to an amateur show,
Yeah.
or if you see on small boxing up and out country, and two novices get paired together. It was that they were, two kids giving it absolutely everything that they've got. They didn't go in there and just do a little bit of shadow boxing and running around. They give it everything. Was there a lot of holding and grabbing and maybe a bit of anxiety in there? Yes, but the two novice boxers with a lot of pressure on them, and they give it absolutely everything. And there was a lot of hard shots landed in there. Jake Paul took some big shots. Showed a lot of heart, showed a good chin, he showed his tough, kept going at him. Yeah, it was all right. It was two novices, and it is what it is. You can't watch these fights and expect to see world-class boxing because they're not world-class boxers. The novice fighters, and that's what it looked like to me. I ain't got a problem with that. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, I have to admit, if you take it for face value for what it is, where they are at this stage in, I suppose, their careers, obviously, Tommy's been a lot longer, apparently, from a kid upwards, and Jake started a few years ago.
Yeah.
What did you make of the knockdown? Jake Paul's knockdown, good shot?
It looked like, I don't know, it looked like Tommy's foot just, as the shot landed, maybe slipped, maybe bounced something. But it's a knockdown. You can't argue it. It is a knockdown. For me, watching it, I thought Tommy edged it. You could see perhaps the bit more boxing experience in him. But I thought it were well matched. There's not a million miles between them, and so that's credit to Jake Paul because of what he's learned and what he's developed in a shorter period of time. And also, it's a bit telling in Tommy's lifestyle. Obviously taking breaks for for Love Island, taking obviously on the back of that does a lot of spin-offs and cashing. You can't knock him because he's making his money that way. He's. I think when you're not going to be a superstar boxer earning the superstar money that they get, you have to make sure that you get the money that you can do, and he's done that. He's got his earnings and whatever, and now on the back of last night, he's absolutely set for life. I mean, if he wasn't before, I don't know. But
what, in terms of where the winner, where the loser goes, it looks like they're going to have a rematch. So let's just say they have this rematch. They're going to earn a couple of million apiece again. It probably will happen. Jake Paul had it in for his side, I believe, that if he lost, he did it. They'll do this again. Say Tommy wins. Tommy's always made it clear he's a professional fighter, but when you're earning that type of dough fighting Jake Paul, it's going to be pretty difficult to then go, right, let me go back and win an English title. Let me win a British.
But this is so this comes down to, what does Tommy Fury want? What do they want out of his boxing? What does he want out of his boxing career? Because when you're earning the money that you earned last night, on top of what he's earned before, he's set. Unless he's a stupid man, he is set for life, and his family is set for life. So that gives you the freedom now that if you really do want to be serious about your boxing career, when you say, in one interview, you're saying you want to become world champion and stuff like that, if that is what your goal is, you can't now stick in that lane with celebrity boxing lifestyle, going down that lane, your KSIs, your Jake Pauls, your people like that. Now you've got to go, right, okay, I've got to give the next couple of years of my life. I've had a taste of this limelight and being main event, and you know, I want this now for actual real boxing purpose. I want to get a legitimate belt, a big title. So I've got to give my life to boxing now, and I've got to be dedicated and do it properly. That includes having fights again. He's now 9-0 as a pro. So he's had his 8 journeyman fights, and he's had Jake Paul, which is a one-off sort of fight against not another novice, albeit a novice that's come to win. Now he needs to fight guys that are going to be consistently trying to beat him, and maybe even fellow prospects coming through, in order to further his actual boxing career, get himself in a position where he can start fighting for some legitimate titles.
I think one of the other sort of take-homes from this as well, apart from everything that goes in with this event, there's always like a side storyline, and I want to ask you about this. So Carl Froch, before the fight, was obviously going back and forth, and even in the BT studio, you can tell he's like having these slight digs, and even after saying, you know, useless, terrible, and you know, to Jake Paul. Now, could we imagine seeing Carl Froch and Jake Paul? I mean, it's a crazy world, but is that? Do you think that could happen?
You know what? The problem is that you just said it. It is an actual crazy world. There's a lot of crazy shit that's going on in the world in all different walks of life and different subjects. So Paul's in good shape. Always has been. Always kept himself in good shape. You know, I've worked alongside him quite a lot of times for Sky, and I've seen him around at shows all the time. He's in good nick, and he's always training.
Yeah.
If it makes financial sense to him and Jake Paul, that's something that could happen. But is it just Carl sending out those fishing rods and keeping himself in the limelight, and and in the media and stuff like that, and in front of people? So it can be that. Carl's very, very good at playing game. It's like when he's talking about his 80,000. He's not dumb. He's not just dumb just saying it because he's doing it for a reason. So everything Carl does is for a reason. So does it happen? I don't think so. If it did happen, would I watch it? Yeah.
What do you? I know. I spoke to someone else, and then like, you know, he'd been out the ring for, what is it now? Coming up to 10. Is it 10 years?
Yeah, I can't believe it's 10 years. I heard that last week, and I thought somebody got it wrong. I thought, no way, but yeah, 10 years.
Yeah, it is. He's been out the ring 10 years. I don't know if he dabbles in sparring or has a little knock, but if he went in there with Jake Paul, like the natural boxing fan, I think me and everyone else would go, Carl Froch. But what do you think?
There's no but. No, there's no but. Carl's he's not like, no. There's a difference between a fighter who's just gone away from the boxer's lifestyle, put themselves, let the body go to bits, not train, not done. Carl's in shape. Carl's in shape. He's in shape, and he is fit. He's in shape. And let's not forget, Carl wasn't about the sweet science and technically very brilliant. He was a fighter, fit, strong, let his hands go, and so it's not like he's got rusty wear, his sharpness, his speed, his defensive slickness. He went into none of all that shit. So Carl, mate, he won't be the one that's backing up, put it that way. Carl will do a job on Jake Paul. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Now I spoke to you, I kind of want to see it.
He's 45, not 65, and probably he'll probably be in this shape at 65, knowing Carl. But yeah, he's just because he's I know it's different. If he was to say he's going up against another high caliber boxer that's active, then it's different. But you're talking about a kid that's been boxing for a few years against a man that in that same time has been ticking over, keeping himself in shape. So no.
Brilliant. Well, look, Dave, I appreciate that, and thank you for the quick catch up. I know you did it on a sort of a bit of short notice, and we've just thrown this together. So thanks very much.
No problem.
Also, as well, congratulations to one of your lads, Hopey Price, Matchroom deal just done.
Yep.
just quickly touch on that. How pleased are you for Hopey getting that deal? Because he's got a big future, and if he stays as he is.
Yeah, very very big future. And it basically, I just needed to know that Matchroom were on the same page as myself. He's still only 9-0. He's still a young lad. And we just need to get him active. He's going to be in 10 rounders now, or 4 10 rounders this year. And get him active. Part of his development, and then next year he'll be let off the leash, whoever, whenever, next year. I'm very excited about Hopey, and they're on the same page as me. They're very excited to have him. So yeah, onwards and upwards now. It's gonna be a really good year for your Hopey Price.
Yeah, 100%. For anyone who's not seen Hopey, I assume everyone who's subscribed to our channel probably has. But if you haven't, watched the highlights, he's some talent, and he's only going to get better. Appreciate your time as always, Dave. I know you've got to take your lad to football training, so enjoy, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Catch you in a bit.
Cheers, Dave. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Nice one.